Okay, welcome to this short local biz Vortex video on how to format text using the syntax spinner in local biz Vortex website builder. Okay, so what we've got here as an example is an About Us page which has been generated by the syntax spinner. Everything that you can see here, all the text is generated by the spinner. That said, we created the image afterwards, and I'll go into the back end and, or should I say inserted the image afterwards. Go to the back end just to explain that a little bit clearer. So what we've got here is the main page editor here. That's the normal WordPress editor, and underneath you've got the syntax spinning editor here, and it's got all of the content that you see in the main page there, but as you can see it's syntaxed text, and the only thing that's missing from this editor is an upload image icon, because that's not how this works. The images are uploaded from the actual main page editor. So what you'd normally probably do is to create your syntax or insert your syntax text here in the syntax spinner editor, and then you'd just click on spin. I won't do it yet for a very good reason, which will become clear in a moment, but you just click on this one here, spin now, which I did before, and that formats all of the text exactly the way that you intended it to, with the headlines and so forth. Then after that's done, you say, okay, well now this is my main page content to be published. I will just insert an image, and so you just insert your image the normal way by upload images, choose from the gallery URL or from your desktop. Okay, so what we're going to do is do something a little bit different. I mean that's fine, but what if you've got the syntax spinner set up to rotate or to change the content every day, every 7 days, every 14 days, or whatever? Well, then what's going to happen is when you change the or when you do the spin, it'll spin the content all right, but the image will disappear because we haven't got the image in down here. And I'm going to show you how to rectify that. And just to put it into a little bit more perspective, what I'm going to do here is take this headline text, which is bolded here, and I'm going to add some color. Okay, just so you can see the difference when we spin it, what actually happens. Okay, so this is what you can do with the syntax spinner editor. You can basically format your let's try a green color. Okay, and you can basically format your text here as you would normally, but of course you're formatting all the syntax text as well in any particular sentence or paragraph or whatever. And when you spin, let's make that blue. Okay, when you spin, okay, so it stayed black. You might wonder why it stayed black. In the back end here, in the HTML version, it actually has changed the color. So when we do the spin here, which I'm going to do now, what's going to happen is we're going to take the page that we've got at the moment, which has got the image in here. Okay, we're going to spin. I'll come back and refresh the page, and you'll see that the text is there. You'll see that the headlines have been changed as far as the color is concerned. They've been formatted, but the image is gone because there's no image in here. So let's just do that now. We'll just spin now. So that's spinning, and that should show up in this editor here. Okay, yes it has, and let's go back to the main page. We're going to refresh this page here, About Us. The image will disappear, and there we go. Look, see, we've got the first headline in red, the other one in green. We did one in blue, but I don't think that took. I obviously didn't save that properly. But so you can see that the syntax spinner works, and that's fantastic, but we need to find a way to have that image spinning as well. So here's how we do that. Okay, we're going to go back right to the beginning here and say, well, okay, this is our main content here. Okay, the non-syntax content. What we're going to do is we're just going to insert our image as per normal. Okay, so we'll just put the marker behind the headline, and I'm just going to upload insert, and okay, from the gallery. It'll still be in the gallery. There it is there. Yes, we want to have medium to the far right, insert into post, and it will show up. Okay, and there it is. So that's fine. Now if I save that again, the image will show up, but what we want to do is to take that image and put it in down here. Okay, now here is the simple way to do that. We go to HTML mode, okay, and you'll see here in HTML mode where it starts to say a href HTTP and gives the reference, the URL reference for the image. We just take all of that. Okay, this is the headline here that was in red. We're a regional company, blah blah blah, and here's the image here. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go down to the anchor point down there. So we've gone from anchor to anchor. That's all of the text for the image, and we're just going to copy that. Okay, and we're going to go down and we're going to slot it in like manner down here, which will also put into HTML mode. So at the end of the first bit of, where are we? Okay. At the end of the first bit of text, where did we have it? Who knows how to understand your roofing requirements? Here, that'll do. We'll put it in there and just put paste. Okay, if I go to visual mode, you'll see that that's turned up. So there it is. It may not be perfect in alignment. You might want to play around with it a little bit, but that's in there. The reference is in there. So now when we again we do the spin, this time the image will show up, and just to show that it is really spinning and paying attention to what we're doing, let's go with the blue, and must remember to click on that and save it in the blue. Okay, and go to spin now. Okay, so we're going to go to spin now, and this time when that renders, which is done now, we'll refresh the About Us page, and the image will show up this time with the blue headline. Okay, so it's not exactly formatted the way that I'd ideally want it. I want to go back in there and put some separation between the headline and the body text, and the same down here. And that's pretty simple to do. You just basically use the editor the same way that you would use a normal editor, and whatever the formatting is in down here, I think you've just seen quite clearly. Whatever formatting we've got in down here, the separation, see, we could go like that. We could separate again and put in a paragraph space there. We could underline, we could italic, we could do anything that we wanted to, that you would normally do in the normal editor. And when you spin, that will reflect in this editor here, which will show up in the actual page itself. You don't even have to save the page, but out of habit I like to save the page. So that's pretty much how it's done, folks. Formatting the syntax, text and content in the syntax spinner in Local Biz Vortex. I hope you've found this small tutorial useful and enjoyable, and thanks for joining me. I hope to see you on the next one. Bye now.